Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Bad Toy Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at these three figures. They are, of course, from the DC Multiverse line from McFarlane. And left to right, we have Nightwing, the Arkham Asylum Joker, and Batgirl. So we're going to be taking a look at these one at a time. For the sake of time, we're just going to look at the package on one of them because they're not that different. You know, it says Joker there on the side. Got a portrait of him from the game on the back, and of course on the bottom you've got other figures there. There is an Arkham Asylum Batman figure, which I did not pick up because I am really not a fan of it. Just for a little contrast, we'll just go ahead and show the backs of all three of them. So there's Batgirl, as seen in the comics, and you'll see here that she comes with 1/3 of this collect-to-build Batmobile, which I've been going back and forth on whether or not to pick up the third figure in this set, the Batman Who Laughs. I may end up doing that just to build the Batmobile. But we'll come along to Nightwing, who you see there with his Eskrima sticks, I think it's pronounced. He comes with the middle of the Batmobile. And the Nightwing artwork there on the back. And you see the card there in the back as well. Does the Joker come with a card? He does. The Joker also comes with a card. That's cool. So let's get these open, take a look at them. Alright guys, everyone has been removed from their packaging, and we'll start off taking a look at Nightwing. As you saw in the package, he does come with 2 of his Eskrima sticks. I hope I'm saying that right. They're made of a softer plastic, which is understandable. And he has 2 spots here on his back to hold them. They just snap right in very easily. This is also a softer plastic to make it easy to get them in and out. And there is Nightwing. The paint apps on this figure are very, very good. He has good articulation in his head. Can't quite look up because his hair comes down the way it does here. But not bad. And then, of course, at the arm, he does have a bit of a butterfly joint that you can see there. I wish the paint would continue on that, but that's a very small gripe. Double elbows, and of course that ball there on the wrist that I talked about with the Batman and the Superman figures. Let me move Joker out of the way here so he's not still in focus. Not a big fan of the ball jointed wrist. I think it just creates a failure point inside the figure. His trunks here are a soft, rubbery type plastic to allow him to get, you know, it hides the joints there in the leg, which is the same joint as is in the Batman and the Superman figure. Be interested to see long term how that holds up. It's not quite as rubbery as things have been in the past, but it is still a bit rubbery. You'll see there he has a double knee, and of course the ball joint at the ankle and the toe articulation that goes all the way up. The bottoms of his boots gives you some information there, and of course he came with a stand, which I think is great. But on a whole, pretty solid figure. He can balance pretty well on the stand. As I said, though, I am a huge Nightwing fan. Dick Grayson is absolutely one of my favorites, and I was happy to have him so early in this new line of Multiverse figures. And one of the things that McFarlane Toys is doing, which I think is really cool, is they are taking, and I talked about this before with the Batman one, I believe, but you'll see there on the side of the Nightwing box, it says Nightwing Better Than Batman, which is a story from the comic books directly. The card that Nightwing came with is here, so you can pause that there if you want to read it. And then, of course, the art there on the front. Very cool. So, moving on, we'll take a look at Batgirl next. And Here's Batgirl. As far as accessories, she comes with her grappling gun. And something kind of neat about this is they very easily just could have included this grappling gun. This is the one that came with the Batman figure. Let's cover up her face with it there so you can see it. But Batgirl gets her own, which is very, very cool of McFarlane to do. And she also comes with her Batarang, which again is different than the one that came with Batman. It's painted gold, got a little more detail in it. Again, very cool on the part of McFarlane for including accessories specifically for this figure. But here is Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, and she has there is a bit of a butterfly joint in there, but she has full articulation up and down, a double elbow. You'll see the prongs there on her gloves, her bat belt, the hips, like the other figures in the line. Again, this is the softer plastic material here on her trunks, her bat boots with the ball joint here, which again, not a huge fan of, but I understand. And one very cool thing, they did not have to include this, but you'll see her backpack there. Very cool. They could have left that out completely, and you know, because it's sculpting that you just don't really see. Like if you pose this figure, you're not gonna see that sculpting. But she's got her spikes there on the back, articulated toe. We'll put her back on the stand, and she will go off to the side here while we take a look at the Arkham Asylum Joker. Here's the Arkham Asylum Joker, and he comes with these two chattering teeth, as you see in the game. There is no articulation to the open one, and you cannot open the closed one, but still, very cool feature. Like, very cool added thing there. You know, they even went detailed with the screws and the little crank handle. Paint is a little sloppy there. You'll see there's pink on the little crank handle, and same thing here, where you can see the screw and the handle. Very cool. And here is the Joker himself. Very detailed sculpt. He also came with his pistol. And he has double articulated arms, elbows. There is a ball joint there at the wrist, but the cuff of his sleeve hides it very well, which I think they could have done, you know, if they're going to use the soft plastic for, and there went a stand. There's his hip joints, and again, the soft plastic here. But if you're going to use that soft plastic there, why not just put it on Batman's glove? They do hide the ball joint there in the ankle, and his pants do not leave a lot of room for ankle articulation. But check out the detail on these shoes. It's like a crocodile print, perhaps. And he's got the toe articulation, the belt buckle there with the Joker on it. There is a little bit of paint slop right there on the bow tie, and I'm sure that would vary from figure to figure. But there's a look at his hair on the back there. Very, very solid figure from McFarlane Toys. I think people are starting to come around on these. As I said in my previous video, I do wish they were more toward the 112 scale, not the 110 scale, but nonetheless, very, very solid figures. And here's the regular McFarlane Batman next to the Joker. You'll see the Joker's head is a bit bigger, but they look very cool together. Let's get Dick in there with the Batman and Batgirl. Very cool figures. If you're into DC figures at all, you should definitely pick these up. The Joker stands it's a little different, but not so much that it's a distraction. Hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to get answers to you. And Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.